it's Cassie. Welcome to my channel here at Cassie's Bookish Corner, and I thought I'd do a video. If you are anything like me and you are a book lover, bookworm, you like to stare at your shelves. Well, I sit here on my couch and read a lot, so I'm always looking at my TBR shelf, and it has become quite daunting to look at recently. I have had books on here for quite some time now, and I'd like to read them. So I am going to do a try a chapter tag, but instead of just reading one chapter, because sometimes they can be extremely short, I am going to read 2 chapters of some books that I have behind me. I plan on doing several videos of this because I have a lot of books I'm just unsure about and I want to read and either get rid of them or put them aside because I know I want to read them later. So I don't know how long this is going to be. I figured I'd probably do 5 books at a time or maybe 10 books at a time. I don't know. It's just going to be a couple chapters. So that's going to be what, 20 chapters, 2 books, or 2 chapters for 10 books. I think maybe I can do that. I hope you all enjoy this video and let's get into it. We have moved to my room. My bird was going crazy. She probably still is going to go crazy because she's in here. Anyways, I have ended up picking 7 books. I didn't know 3 more to pick at this time. So here are 7. Some I've had for quite a long time. 1 I got really recently. Well, 2 I got recently, but these I feel like I need to read, or at least start, or to see if I want to keep it or get rid of it. This first one I'm going to show you is Shadow Falls book, 2 books in 1, Born at Midnight and Awake at Dawn by C.C. Hunter. I have the whole set, so that's why I kind of want to start this to see if I do want to get into the full series and read all the books. So, 2 chapters of this. I hope they're not too short because, you know, I'd like to get into this series and I hope it's good. The next book I have here is The Year I Turned 16. So let's see, 4 Sisters, One Wish by Diane Schumann. I'm so sorry. How do you say that? Schwim. Okay. I hope. Sorry. So, this is a pretty decent sized book, which is why I want to read a couple chapters of it to see if I'm going to be even interested in it, because it either will be a middle grade or, you know, a young adult, because, you know, 16. Is it 16-year-olds telling about the stories, or is it when they're older and they, you know, go over what happened in the past? I have no idea, so I just want to see if this is a book that I will be even remotely interested in. The next one here is The 13th Tale by Diane Setterfield. I've had this for a while. I got it for my mom. I think I've seen a few people talk about it, but it's been a while and not very often, and it is an older book. But because I've had it for a while, I would like to see if it's something I would like to keep and read. The next one I have here is Frankenstein Lost Souls by Dean Koontz. I read another of his books, I think I did, and if it's the one I'm thinking of, I did enjoy it. I don't know. I don't even know if I read one of his books. I can't remember. But I thought this would be a good read to pick up in October for the creepy season. So if I end up enjoying the first couple chapters of this, then maybe it will go into my next month's TBR. Here is an older book that I've seen some people talk about, some mixed reviews, just a few things said, loved about it, hated about it. Eon by Allison Goodman. I got this at a thrift store. It looked interesting. I wanted to get it. So, plus she blurbed it, and I think I plan on reading one of her books too. So I'm quite excited. I hope it's good. The mixed reviews kind of got me iffy, so that's why I want to see if it's something I will want to continue on with. Cemetery Girl by David Bell. This is a thriller. I don't normally read thrillers, but I mean, not anymore. I used to all the time. But I still enjoy them. I still love reading them every now and then. I think I started this once and put it down, or I was getting ready to read it and I never picked it up, or I had it in a TBR and I just never got it. I can't remember. But it's been calling out to me, staring at me on my shelf, so I thought this would be a good time to try to read it. Mortal Danger by Anne Aguirre. This is my most recent, one of my most recent hauls in the last couple months. The cover is creepy. I really like it. I just hope it's going to be a really good, creepy book. I'm trying to find some books I want to read in the next month, so hopefully this is a good one that can go on to my next TBR. And there you have it, all the books that I plan on doing try a chapter tag, so wish me luck, and I truly hope that I will enjoy all of these. If I don't, they will be unhauled. I've been sitting here looking at these books, not moved them, went and got my kids some milk and came back. Now I'm staring at them again. How do you decide which book to start with first? Should I go by an author's last name? Should I go by genre? Should I go by the one that has the least pages or the most pages? There is so much that goes into this. I mean, some people probably just grab a book and just dive right in, but I'm just like, I don't know what I want to do. I decided to go by author, so we have, first we're going to have Mortal Danger, Cemetery Girl, Eon, Shadow Falls, Frankenstein Lost Souls, The Year I Turned 16, and then The 13th Tale. So, a couple chapters each, only that, because I don't want to get ahead of myself and just, you know, I will keep the ones that I feel like I should keep going. Time to begin. Heck yeah. Doctor Who. I love it when books reference my favorite TV show. So while I'm sitting here waiting, I thought we could look over these two books. It says 4 sisters, 4 birthdays, and 4 unforgettable years. Rose dreams of becoming a singer. Daisy is drawn to a boy with more dangerous edge. Laurel must deal with the loss of someone close. Lily feels lost. I'm guessing are they quadruplets? That's 4, right? Or do they just become 16 at different times? So, should I just read Rose's story or just go from each chapter to, well, I'll just read the first one first and do the 2 chapters of that. And then for Cemetery Girl, it says Tom and Abby Stewart had everything: a perfect marriage, successful careers, and a beautiful 12-year-old daughter, Caitlin. Then one day, Caitlin vanishes without a trace. For a while, they grasped at every false hope and followed every empty lead. But the tragedy ended up saving lives, overwhelming them with guilt and dread, and shattering their marriage. Okay, so these 2 books, which I'm in love with this cover. I don't know why, but these 2 books, first 2 chapters. I am back home. I read The Year I Turned 16, and while I think this would be a very good read, it follows 4 girls. They're all sisters, and they're you know, they're not quadruplets. That is 4, right? I hope I'm not wrong. They age up at 16 different times, and they each make a different wish. Certain things happen when they do turn 16, and each sister originally has their own book, but it's been condensed into this one book. I am going to have to say this is a book that I may pass on. My mom said it was really, really good, and I believe her. I'm not interested to read it right now. So this is the first book that I will be passing on to somebody else. And now on to Cemetery Girl. I've got to read it. It's another night. I had a fantastic day at work. We had an author signing of local authors come in,
and they set up outside along the road. The road was closed off, and they signed their books, which was great. It was really, really busy today, which I loved. I enjoy working at the bookstore so much, and I'm just, I love it. Anyways, Cemetery Girl. I actually had to stop myself from reading this. Let's see, it is by David Bell. It's about this family who loses their daughter. The mom thinks she's dead, the dad does not. And I think it goes on there to see if he even tries to find her or gives up or what happens. But it looks like it's going to be a very fast-paced read. The writing is, you know, a decent-sized font. And so I think I can get through this one pretty quickly. I want to know what happened to their daughter, Caitlin. I want to find out what happens. So this is a keep. So far that makes 2 keeps and 1 get rid of, right? Or is it 3 keeps, 1 get rid of? I don't remember. I think it's 2 keeps. My kids are in there playing games. It's bedtime. I'm tired. But my next book is Eon by Allison Goodman. This is a fantasy novel. Blurbed by Tamara Pierce, and it says she has a powerful secret with deadly consequences. For years, Eon's life has been focused on magical study and sword work with one goal, that he be chosen as a dragon eye and apprentice to one of the 12 angry energy dragons of good fortune. But Eon has a dangerous secret. So, it's actually a woman. He is actually Iona, a 16-year-old girl who has been masquerading as a 12-year-old boy. Females are forbidden to use dragon magic. The penalty is death. Okay, so I'm going to read 2 chapters of this, 3 if I get sucked in. We'll see how it goes. And sorry I'm sounding horrible. We've all had a bug going around here, and it's like very phlegmy, very congested. So this is going to be my next book, and I will let you know if I want to keep it or not. I have read the first chapter of Eon by Allison Goodman. I did not feel like reading chapter 2. If you've read this, let me know your thoughts on it. I am allowing myself 1 save. The one book that I did say that I want to put away, I don't want to save it, so please don't pick that one. This one I may want to give a second chance. I kind of skimmed through it, and I mean, it seems like an okay read, but should I read it over all, or should I keep it and read it over all of the other books that I have, especially with all the new ones coming out and me trying to finish a ton of series that I have, and a lot of series that I do want to start. So, in your opinion, do you think I should keep this or DNF it or get rid of it? Let me know your thoughts and if this one should be saved. Now it is time to start Shadow Falls, the beginning. It has 2 books in one, but I'll only be reading the first one, the first 2 chapters in it. If there's a prologue, I will be reading that also. And we will decide, or I will decide if I want to keep this or not, because I've got the whole set and I'm wanting to free up my shelves. So if I am not interested in the first couple chapters, then I will be getting rid of the whole set. Verdict on this book, I ended up reading 5 chapters of this, so yeah, I think I'm hooked, and I think I'm going to keep this and read the whole entire series. I may have to binge read it, so if you want to see a vlog of that, which will probably happen anyways, let me know if you read this series and if you loved it. If not, let me know that too. And now the next book that I'm going to read the first couple chapters of is Frankenstein, Lost Souls by Dean Koontz. I thought this would be a perfect October Halloween read, so if I end up enjoying it, I may read it next month.
I thought I'd go ahead and read the synopsis a little bit. It says, the war against humanity has begun. Victor Lieben wants Frankenstein has not only seen the future, he's ready to populate. Using stem cells, organic silicone circuitry, and nanotechnology, he will engender a race of superhumans. It's up to 5 people to prove him wrong. In their hands rests nothing less than the survival of the human race. So, Frankenstein is creating his own group of people. Interesting. Okay, I was looking at books by him, and this is book number 4. I hope I'm wrong. Prodigal Son, City of Night, Dead and Alive, and then Lost Souls. I may not end up reading this if it's book 4. That kind of puts a change in things. Okay, well, this sucks. This is book number 4, which means I'm not going to be reading it, at least as of right now. I don't know what I want to do with it now. Keep it and try to find books 1, 2, and 3, because I'm not starting at the end of a series, especially when something could have happened in the first 3. I mean, are they companion novels, or is it the end of a series? Well, I guess this book is going off to the side for now till I figure out what to do. It is now time for the next book, The 13th Tale by Diane Setterfield. This is not the 4th book in a series. I think this is a standalone. I am very happy about that. Kind of disappointed about Frankenstein Lost Soul, so I'm going to be reading the first couple chapters of this. I have seen posts about this every now and then, so I'm very intrigued to see what this is about. I did it. I read the first 2 chapters of this book, The 13th Tale by Diane Setterfield, and I'm most definitely keeping this book to read. I am so sucked in. The writing is amazing. A lot. I don't even know. Just a very, very fantastic writing. So I'm curious about the main character is Margaret, and she is a biographer. I think that's what it's called. But she is going to go listen to Vida Winter's story. So, yes. And Margaret has a history that she found out about herself too. So, not only is she dealing with that throughout her life, she's also finding out about this lady. So, definitely keeping that. And also, my son is singing in the background the Pet Simulator song that goes along with Pokemon. But yes, definitely keeping and really want to read. So I thought it was time to end this vlog because I have read all books. I did unhaul one the year I turned 16. I figured that would be a better book for somebody who was more around that age and could probably identify more with the characters. I figured I am going to go through these alphabetical just like I read them. So the first one I have here is Mortal Danger by Anne Aguirre. I love this cover. It's weird. It's gory. And I think it would be a pretty good book. It's been like a while since I read the first chapters, so from what I can remember, it was pretty good, and I can't wait to finish it. I think it's going to be a really good read, probably a good read for October, so this may be in my October TBR. The next book I have here is Cemetery Girl by David Bell. This book I could not stop reading. It is, like, some stuff I don't agree with in here, but at the same time I want to find out what happened to his daughter to see if she's still alive or if she's not, and to see what happened to her and how the father grieves or celebrates or whatever he does after the discovery of what has happened to his daughter. Next one I have here is one I am iffy about, and I want to know if I should keep it or not. So if you have read Eon by Allison Goodman, let me know. Let me know your rating, and if you think, like me now, my 28-year-old self would like this book. I mean, I do like YA. It's my go-to genre. I like fantasy, my go-to genre. But for some reason, I could not push past the first chapter. My whole plan was to read the first 2 chapters of each book. I could only do the first one and this one. I don't know if it was me at the time of reading this, or if it's just I didn't care or didn't want to continue on with this. So Let me know if I should keep this and give it a try. If not, I am going to unhaul it and give it to somebody, a good home. The next one here is I'm very excited about because I continued reading it on too, and it is a whole entire series. Shadow Falls, the beginning, and it has Born at Midnight, Awake at Dawn, 2 books at once. So I have the whole entire series for this. If you've read this, let me know. And I do plan on marathoning this series. I hope it does not get bad as the series goes along. Hopefully it stays consistent. Hopefully the characters grow. Hopefully everything goes pretty well. You know, plot-wise and everything. I hope it's written really well and it does not fall down. You know, I want it to be good. So I'm keeping this. I'm going to read the whole entire series. If you've read it, let me know. The next one here is another big iffy because it is the 4th book in a series, and that is Frankenstein Lost Souls by Dean Koontz. Like I said, it's the 4th book. My mom read it. She thinks I should still read it, even though it is the 4th book. I mean, maybe it reads like a standalone and I don't have to read the other books. But should I? Have you read anything of this? Have you read the series? Have you even read anything by Dean Koontz? I don't know what to do. Would you read the last book of a series even though it may read like a standalone and you don't have to read the other books? She didn't know it was part of a series. I had to show her what the inside looked like because, you know, she didn't know. She still enjoyed it. She loved it. So let me know down in the comments because I don't know what to do. I've held on to this for over a year, maybe 2 years now. And it's time to either read it, keep it, love it, or unhaul it. And the last one here is another one that I am very excited for, and that is The 13th Tale by Diane Setterfield. This is a book that I am really going to have to focus my time on because of the writing. It is not written in an easy flowing way. There's a lot of descriptive words going on in here, so this is a book that acquires attention, and I think it will end up being a really good book. I wonder if it's going to be kind of like The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, kind of in that way, because this woman is finding out the true story of another woman. The woman has, you know, she's famous, she's known for so many stuff, but nobody knows who she truly is, her history of her growing up. She's just always told tales. So, I mean, I wonder if any of her real life situations got woven in her tales that she told. So it's kind of like dissecting what would be true and what would be false. I don't know. I didn't continue on, but I do. So let me know if you've read this. Let me know if you've read any of these. I am very excited to get into all these books, except for maybe 1 or 2 of them. I don't know. Let me know what you think of any of these. If you liked them, if you didn't like them. I would like to know your star rating, so please let me know on that. Let me know on Eon and Lost Souls if I should keep or unhaul them, because I don't want them taking space on my shelf if I'm never going to get to them. So I want to thank you all so much for watching this video. I know this one was super long, and I apologize. Thank you for sticking with it. If you have, drop like a little dragon emoji, maybe in honor of Eon, down in the comments if you watch the whole entire thing, and I will chat with you down there and in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye!